Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel for another video. So for a while now I have been planning on sharing a mini look with you guys of all my favorite drugstore products, and sort of kind of a go-to look that I would typically do when I'm running out. It's nothing extravagant or anything like that. It's just really simple, really easy. You can get it done in no time. So if you guys would like to see a few of my go-to drugstore products, then please keep on watching. So the primer that I'm going to be taking on my face would be something new for me that I've been using for a while now, and that's the Catrice Prime and Fine Smooth Skin. So I like taking this on my craters on my face, aka my pores on my face, and just pressing it in. I find that using something like this helps fill my pores, and then I could go in with another primer as to something like the, ooh, and it's dirty. So this is the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Lock Primer. I enjoy using this as well. Something that I have always loved doing is using a brush, a small stipple brush to blend in my primer. But with the Catrice primer, I like using my fingers with that one. It kind of smells like glue. Elmer's glue, I'm just noticing. But I like using this brush to stipple my primer in, and I find that when I stipple my primer in, it lasts a bit longer for me since I have oily skin. The foundation that I love, that I've been loving, is the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation. Another one that I go to is the Maybelline Dream Matte, but this is the one that I'm going to be using now. The Maybelline Dream Matte, I just go in with for a quick on the go. They're both light coverage, and that's something I always go for in foundation. It's more like light to medium for me. So foundations like that, I feel that my skin breathes a lot better than to have foundation piled on my face, like with a full coverage and stuff like that. And you're shitting, even though you've been washed a million times. So this foundation, I would normally go in with a brush or a sponge, but right now I am so lazy, I don't want to get up and go with a sponge. So, ow, it's itching. Oh, that itches. So yeah, powder that I always, why am I jumping to powder? I'm doing concealer. Concealer, Ornella concealer. So to concealers that I love is the Maybelline Age Rewind and the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. So I'm gonna be going in with my Maybelline Fit Me. Another one that I love is the LA Color concealer. Just gonna use the same brush that I used on for my foundation. The LA Color concealer, that one is amazing as well. It's a good concealer, but I ran out of it and I have not had the chance to go and pick it up at Ulta. So that itches. So I have two loose powders that I love and enjoy, and a pressed powder that I love using under my eyes. And this one is the powder that I love using under my eye to set my concealer is the Essence Brighten Up Peach Powder. This one is awesome for brightening, and it sets my concealer really nicely. I love how it brightens and how it sets my concealer. I have been on the hunt for a powder that can set my concealer, doesn't crease or anything of that sort, and this works phenomenal for me. I'm not sure about anybody else, but it's a go-to for me. And great, my camera is dying even though I had charged it. Bonus feature. So the powder that I'm gonna be using is the NYC Smooth Skin Loose Powder in Translucent. So this powder is amazing. It's definitely underrated for a pressed powder. Not for a translucent powder. It sets really nicely. It doesn't cake on. It doesn't leave your face looking cakey. That's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't leave your face looking all cakey like most powders that you would use. It leaves my skin really smooth and nice, and I love how it leaves my skin. Another one that is also good is the Maybelline Fit Me powder. This one is also good. This one is in medium to deep. Bronzer that I love as well is the Black Radiance bronzer. Well, it says pressed powder. I use it for a bronzer. I just love how it gives me a bronzy look. It not really a bronzy look. It just gives me a my brush apart. So like if my foundation isn't blended too well into my hairline, I could just run this into my hairline, the side of my face, and get this going however I please. And it blends really nicely, and that's what I love about it. By the way, this brush I have had for a really long time, and it's my e.l.f. complexion brush, so if it's falling apart, it's a good brush. It means I love it and I use it. Not trying to be a smart mouth here. Another bronzer that's also good is the e.l.f. bronzer, and this is in deep. For my blush, I love the Makeup Revolution blush, and this one is in New Rules. I have had this blush for a really long time. I haven't really used it all that much because I do have other blushes that I am trying out. There's also another one that's more of a peachy coral color, and it goes really great for women of color. Not really darker than me, I would say, but kind of like my skin tone or lighter. And this one is in Fusion. This one is also good. All my brushes are from the drugstore except for the foundation brush. That one is, the foundation brush is from Bare Minerals. I did do my brows off camera. Where did I put it? Here it is. The brow, what I used to do my brows was the e.l.f. brow kit in dark. I have had one of these for so long. This is a newer one, but I've always used it to fill my brows in. I do know that my brows look really janky right now. That's because I'm trying to grow my brows back out, and trying to go and get them professionally done because I'm being a cheapskate and I don't want to pay to get them professionally done, but they're looking a little janky and I need to go get them professionally done. So the shadow that I'm using to, another thing is the e.l.f. primer. It is awesome. This is always a go-to for me. It never lets me down, so it's always a staple in my collection, as well as my Milani eye primer. And then to set my shadow, I always use Creme Brulee. This is a newer one, old package, just newer one. So when I first started doing my makeup, I would always go in with Silent Treatment. This would always be my go-to. I have the old one here, which I have not used this in a while. So this is newer from the one that I had, obviously, Ornella. But this is the newer one, new formulation. I am not a fan of the new formulation. I know that Wet n Wild isn't going to be watching my video, but please, oh my lord. The newer formulation I don't like. If they had kept the old formulation and repackaged it like this with like a matte color for transition or something like that, it would have been awesome. But they didn't. They reformulated it, and I'm not a fan of the new formulation. But for the palette that I'm going to be using on my eyes, with an exception of a few colors, is the most loved mattes from Milani. I'm not gonna do anything too crazy. I just need some sort of color in my crease, and that would be it. So I'm just gonna be going in with these two colors here in my crease, and that's it. Trying to get this done before my camera gives out on me. And besides, I did say this is a really quick and easy look that you can go to. Mind you, I'm only using one eye brush here, and that's just about it. I'm going to be using my fingers to pack on the shadow. The shadows that one of the shadows that I'm going to be using. I always go to one of these. One of them I just recently bought, but these two I've had in my collection for a while. These are the L'Oreal Infallible pressed pigments, and these are awesome. So for like a simple one shadow look, these are awesome. For the one that I'm going to be going in with would be Bottomless Java. So with these, it's kind of like you want to keep it not flicking anybody off. You just want to make sure that you keep the little this little thing in, because it will dry out and look crusty. And I am just pressing this on my lid. And then that's that. I'm just gonna blend out again. Whatever was on the brush, I'm just using. So I did not go back into the palette with any additional colors. And for highlighter, I love the e.l.f. highlighter, and this is one of my favorite highlighter from e.l.f., and this is in Blush Gems. This is a very subtle highlighter. I mean, you can get a big impact with it if you wet your brush, or you just pile it on, which sometimes it's never always the best way to go. This is also good for like people that are just getting into makeup. Half of this stuff, I didn't even know about it when I was getting into makeup, and I look like a clown with my blush this bright. Okay, so I only have a few more minutes or seconds to finish this up. As I got to my lipstick, it just shut right off. So the only last things I'm going in with is mascara and lips. Favorite lip liner of mine, just to go through this real quick before it shuts off again, is the NYX Lip Liner in brown. You could see it's a little nub. And then my favorite lipstick is the Maybelline Nude lipstick, and this is in Untainted Spice. You could tell by the bullet that I love this lipstick. I would typically go in with this lipstick alone or over Mahogany or brown lip liner by NYX mascara. A mascara that I also love is the CoverGirl Supersizer mascara. This is my love. Okay, so I typically don't go in with eyeliner or anything of that sort. I just go like this with my cheeks rosy and pink, but okay. But yeah, this is my final look with these products that are my favorite from the drugstore. There is quite a bit more that I love from the drugstore, and probably a little bit later I'll do another look with a few of these products, but for right now this is it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this or for any other videos. And yeah, as always, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next one.